Joel Osteen, America's most famous preacher, yes, owns the largest church in Houston, Texas called Lakewood Church. Yes, Joel Osteen, this is his most popular book, Your Best Life Now. I'm sure it would be your best life now if your next life is in hell, but I'm not of this world. My home is up in heaven. That's where I have a reserved life for me. I'm going to live eternally because I believed on Jesus Christ. Well, Joel Osteen, I've seen this book everywhere I've gone. I've seen it in people's homes. I've seen it in the stores at Walmart, here at Mardell. Well, let me tell you that this man is a blasphemous false teacher. Let's look at what the book says. Now, he starts off right by saying, forgive the people who did you wrong. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you have made. Now, I believe that we should forgive people for when they do us wrong so that we can make ourselves better. But look at what he says next. You may even need to forgive God. Now, isn't that blasphemy? I mean, that is a slap in the face because you cannot blame God because he says perhaps you've been blaming him for taking one of your loved ones. Maybe you are angry at God because he didn't answer your prayers or some situation didn't work out the way you had hoped. Well, I'm sure there are people who are angry at God, but that's not because God has done them wrong. But there might be, for whatever reason, we should never blame God because God never does wrong. So you don't need to forgive God. You need to ask God for forgiveness for you blaming him, for you getting angry at him. You don't need to forgive God. You need to ask him for forgiveness. Don't follow this man. He is a false prophet. He's going to burn in hell. He's sending many down with him. The blind cannot lead the blind because they will both fall into a ditch. That's what the Bible says. I mean, this man just preaches lies all for filthy lucre's sake. Continue exposing this man. I mean, to me and my crowd, he is a laughing stock. But in reality, let's face it, let's be real. Many people take him serious. So stop listening to Joel Osteen. He does not love you. He does not love God. He's a false prophet. God bless. And turn to Jesus Christ by believing on him and him only. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life.